I'll give the Arsenal boy. They won, innit? Turkish troops, Thai, you won. You won. So hold your W. I'll hold my L for now. But just know I'm coming back. But there's more. There's more. I got a few things to say, because a lot of men been calling me out over the weekend. I mean, the full time also barely blew, and my mentions were a mess. Then I'm seeing videos, fan cams, Instagram. Literally, it was coming from all angles. And so we got to deal with them. I don't want to say chronologically, but step by step. First and foremost, it was on the Real Football Fan Show. And it didn't actually make the final edit. Me and Turkish had a bet. Well, what actually happened? We're giving our predictions and talking about the game. And I'm like, no, I think we're going to win. I said 2-1. I think we're going to win. I made a... I'll get back to that. But I said we're going to win 2-1. But I was confident of getting that win. And I said if we had all our players fit, I would have said 3-1, but we don't, so it's not going to be easy. We're going to win 2-1. But I was definitely confident. You could tell that. You could feel it in the air. Robbie and Turkish weren't happy that I was so confident in it as Arsenal fans. So, Turkish kind of said, well, he's an optimist. I'm a realist. He predicted 3-2 Arsenal. But then he goes, I'll make a bet with you that, what did he say? That we won't lose. This is what Turkish said. So he was covering himself because he's basically saying, if Arsenal win or draw, I win the bet. So I was gonna go shake his hand. I said, wait. No. If we're gonna do this, I have to do this properly, innit? It's a Man United win or an Arsenal win. Simple as. Obviously, if it's a draw, all bets are off. So obviously, he wasn't even 100% confident that Arsenal were gonna win. So I think I was right in my confidence. We were 9 wins, 9 away wins in a row, unbeaten domestically under Solskjaer, on the back of a brilliant win away in Paris. I think I was right to be confident. Or was I just arrogant? I don't know. I thought I was right to be confident. So obviously we shook. Channel 4 did that. Robbie goes, you charity. But they didn't make the edit anyway, so it kind of, that charity thing came off the table. Didn't hear anything about it though until Arsenal won. And I'm wondering if Man United won, which Turkey's going to be like, Neeks, I owe you £50. I don't know. I can't see. He would probably have to wait for me to come and say something. But anyway, he came out. I obviously responded, said, boom, well done. Your money will be in your account, innit? As man of my word. I said that, then I see my...
Wasn't it troops?
No, that's what I'm saying. Listen. Turkey sent an Instagram video before Troops even mentioned. And I responded to that. And then Troops tweet. I'm like, bro, I've already responded to this. Why is Troops now getting involved? Obviously, Troops, make sure you're paying the £50. I said, listen. It's like I've already dealt with Turkish. We already on Instagram DM'd each other. It was dealt with already. Obviously, Chief's gone there, whatever. So, obviously, as a man of my word, paying the £50. Told him to add it to Unai Emery's transfer kitty in the summer.
Might need it.
Might need it. So that was that. But cool, Turkish. That's done. Money paid. And then I'm seeing Ty doing his fan cam. And Ty's calling me out. And I'm like, wait, the cheek of it. And I'll tell you why it's a cheek of it. Because when I was at the Emirates, and this actually goes for Troops as well, when I was at the Emirates, we were there for Arsenal versus Chelsea. And Arsenal won 2-0. And we had you in the FA Cup the week after. And I'm saying, I think we're going to win. Before I even said anything, Troops is finishing his fan cam. Man's like, see you next week. Pogba ain't going to say nah. So I said, listen, Pogba and Rashford got this, innit? I don't even know. I can't remember who played and what. And I can't can't remember who scored, to be honest. Lingard obviously scored. That's where Sanchez. That's because where the whole dancing thing came from. Lingard, I said, he's done it before, but then he did it again. But after that 3-1, went over to Arsenal Fan TV. Troops was nowhere to be found. Where's Troops gone? Troops disappeared. But the week before, he was quick to say, we'll see you next week. And now they've won. Obviously, he's calling out rants and United Stan. Ty's calling out me because I said, what did I say? I said, small fry. But if you watch the whole thing, I said small fry. And then Robbie goes, we went through it and he goes, I know you're joking about the small fry. I said, yeah, it's a big game. So man's picking up on a little humour that I made. Neeks, arrogant, Man United got served. I mean, so when we beat you again, and we will beat you, not this season because obviously you're out of the FA Cup. You can come back in the Premier League. When you're out of the FA Cup, you're out of the FA Cup. But when we beat you again, what are we going to say? What are we going to say? Are we going to say I'm arrogant for thinking I was going to win? Or are you not arrogant for thinking that you're going to win? I don't know where we go from here now, because when I talk, man want to come for me, but they're allowed to talk. Where do we go from here? I don't know. Am I in the wrong side? I don't know. Listen,
what I'm saying is when you put your thoughts out there, they're out there, innit? And man are watching. Man are watching eagle-eyed on all platforms, everywhere, especially when it's live on Channel 4, direct. And so, obviously, man's hurting it. Man's holding it on his fan cam, Ty. Shout out, Ty. I rate you for that, Ty. Because, not everyone has the guts to call man out and say, where are you? But you rightly put in that, where are you? Where was you at the game? That's what he wanted to know. Where were you? You called us small fry. You called us, whatever. Where was the joke regardless? You said it on live on TV. You said it live on TV. So Ty, in his right man, said, where are you? Where are you now? Where are you now?
But where were you when we beat you? It's not like, if man was there when we won, then cool. You can call me out. But if you disappear and you run off and you duck out when you lose, don't come with a big talk when you win, because I can't take that seriously. I mean, I wasn't there before kickoff. It wasn't like I knew we were going to lose and I decided not to turn up. I wasn't there. I don't know what you want me to do. I just wasn't there. I kind of ran down from where was I? I was in Turnpike Lane. We were to run down to the Emirates to meet Ty. Like, come on, man. So I don't know where Ty's going with that, but just know, innit, when we play you again, and when we win, you will be hearing from me. You're hearing from me now.
It's a bit of a joke, isn't it? It's a bit of a joke.
In terms of what?
No, because I think that, because obviously people are calling you out and arrogant, this, that, and etc. But for me, I don't know if he's being serious or he's actually bouncing. I don't know.
No, Ty's serious. Ty, if anyone talks bad about Arsenal, listen, I've seen Ty get at Watford kids outside the Vicarage Road for talking bad about Arsenal.
But what I'm saying is, right, like you said, Man United were 9 away wins in a row, unbeaten in the league since Solskjaer joined in December. I mean, how is it so wrong that a fan is confident or expects their team to win a game?
I must not say that.
Because say you didn't back Man United, right? And then Man United beat Arsenal, and you're like, oh yes, even though I didn't back it, but Man United won. Then people will come out and say, you're a plastic fan or this, that, and another because you didn't back your team. But you're exactly, you
can't win unless we actually win.
If you don't back your team, you're fake. You're a fake fan. And if you back your team, you're arrogant and you're getting called out when your team don't win. As a fan, you're supposed to back your team in every game regardless. Unless you're obviously supporting a team like Southampton and you're away to Manchester City. You be realistic and you go, well, we're not going to win. Hopefully we can nick a 1-1 draw, But you don't go there go to the Etihad expecting a win. I mean, I know Newcastle did it, but I don't think any fan expected them to beat Manchester City. But it happened. But Man United is playing Arsenal. Why can a Man United fan not expect his team to win?
Listen, I'll give the Arsenal boy. They won, innit? Turkish troops, Ty, you won. So hold your W. I'll hold my L. for now, but just know I'm coming back. But there's more. There's more. Because before we played, Chelsea also played Wolves. And Hazard FC, obviously, full voice because man scored an equaliser. He scored an equaliser at home to the newly promoted Wolves. And man are getting gassed. I got, what's the guy's name? Daniel. He come on UFM a couple of times talking about Hazard saves the day. What do you mean saves the day? You drew at home to newly promoted Wolves in the race for top 4. So you're only getting 1 point on Spurs. And then all the Chelsea fans telling me, 2 games in hand, win that, we're going to go. Well, you played 1 of the games in hand, you might say, and you drew at home to newly promoted Wolves. Hazard didn't save the day. Hazard maybe should have scored earlier to give you a chance of winning. You can't be dropping points at home. But then they want to come in my DMs talking about, well, now you dropped 3 points at the Jesse Lingard Arena. No. You dropped 3 points away from home. Might want to say that. But the reality is, we lost away to Arsenal. The same place you lost away to Arsenal. So
it ain't easy.
Well, clearly not. I know we made it look easy in the FA Cup. But maybe it ain't as easy as we thought. Emery changed tactically. And on the day, for me, Arsenal deserved to win because they took their chances. But don't come talking to me after you dropped points an hour earlier. Come off that. And finally, actually not even finally, I got a couple more. Drifty. Man United, this man's been waiting for this. This man's been waiting for this. Been waiting for it. Literally, any game, and you know what, I don't even blame him because he's a Liverpool fan. And equally, when I've been waiting for Liverpool to slip up and waiting for Liverpool to drop at the top of the table. And they did. And I was happy. Man's been waiting for Ollie to fall off the wheel, you might say. So when we lost to PSG, man was out there. Man was talking. Yeah, you know, they're not as good. Wolves are going to fall off. Since then, we won the 2 Premier League games in a row. Drew with Liverpool. I can't remember, you know, before or after. I can't remember now. And then went away and beat PSG, and he wasn't happy about that. I watched your fan. Your homies banner. You weren't happy. You were pissed. Talking about VAR and all that nonsense. You were pissed. I think he was the first person to message. The first person to message after Arsenal won. Very nice, a Liverpool fan. Bannering about the fact that, you know, finally you've lost. And I accept it because you're a Liverpool fan. But I just want you to know and remember this. When Liverpool lose, and I'm in your DMs and I'm in your mentions, don't be talking about hater this, hater that, hater this. Because when it comes to Liverpool and anyone talks about them, you're the first one to say, oh, you're just hating. But when someone else loses, when Man United lose, it's cool. Like, you can say what you want to say. And you're not hating, it's just because they said it. No, you don't. You don't like us because you're a Liverpool fan. I accept that. So just remember that. And finally, have hope. I said, have hope.
Wait. Don't be too harsh on him. You gotta love have hope.
No, I said, I like have hope, innit? But have hope is the most reactionary YouTube sports analyst, as you would say, influencer that I know. And to give it a benefit of that, I wouldn't say this is the most reactionary thing he said. But the moment the ball went in past David De Gea, and for me, yes, David De Gea, he has to be held accountable. I'm not going to be blaming the wind. Yes, the wind is a factor, but the wind was a factor for any and everyone. It can be difficult, cool. But if the wind took it into the top corner, you say, yeah, nothing you could do about that. It didn't go that far away from him, and maybe he didn't position himself quickly enough, or set himself too late, and by the time he actually moved to the left, he just couldn't get back to the right. But maybe if he had done something a bit better, he could have saved it. The man goes, oh, I thought it took a deflection, but it didn't. And you don't want to say he's the best in the world. Ter Stegen would never. Have hope. I'm talking to you now. You love to talk about people who, you only watch Premier League. Well, you tell me, do you watch La Liga? Because, or you just think that we don't watch La Liga because I watch La Liga. And I saw what Ter Stegen did against Real Betis. I saw him throw that ball in the back of the net. so don't tell me about Ter Stegen would never. Because Ter Stegen has. And then, you know, the response you get back, and I sent the video to him as well, he didn't even respond. And the response you get back from Have Hope and, you know, I'll say the Double H disciples, 2 words, World Cup, World Cup. Because David De Gea, I think there was 4 shots on target, didn't make a save. Where was Ter Stegen in the World Cup? Oh, couldn't get in the team. Couldn't get in the team. So I want you to hold that. Because David De Gea is the best keeper in the world. That's what I'm saying. If you want to disagree, that's cool. But don't be using a goal that Xhaka scores to play him off against Ter Stegen like this man is faultless. I've seen him make mistakes. But man, don't jump on it every game it happens. Because, I mean, it happens. But in terms of the game, for me, I said Arsenal deserved to win. Arsenal took their chances. We had chances. On a balance of play, you could say a draw was the right result. But games aren't won on the balance of play. Games are won by the team who takes their chances. That's the bottom line. Unless it comes down, you know, the referee cheated, the offside, dive for a penalty, red card that shouldn't have been. I mean, Arsenal were probably talking about some of them in the Northern Derby in terms of offside, penalty, red cards that weren't given, whatever. Some would argue that Lacazette went over very easily. I would argue that he did, but that's not the reason we lost. Because even if we were 1-0 up and then he did that, you say, that decision was the one that turned. We couldn't even score, regardless of whether Lacazette went over easy or not. We created enough chances, but we didn't score. Lukaku, 6 goals in 3 games. Big game against PSG, 2 goals in the biggest club competition. Massive winner against Southampton, 2 goals against Crystal Palace. And I'm not going to say when we needed him most he didn't turn up, because I guess in the midweek is when we needed him most and he did turn up. But we needed him against Arsenal. The chances were there, especially the first one for me. You got to score. You got to score it. You have no excuse. I don't care right foot. I don't care. You know, unlucky hit the bar. You got to score it. No excuses. Second one, good save by Leno. You have to give because if David De Gea did that, I'm commending David De Gea. So I have to commend Leno for the second one because he tried to go around him. You know, similar, not exactly the same, but similar like he did to Buffon. But you know, it wasn't the same distance and all that. But Leno kind of stayed as on his feet as much as he could, so he was mobile to block the shot. So you got to give him credit there. Then he had the one that Rashford put through. Should have took it first time, didn't. Took a touch, and Leno came out. Again, that was even a good save with his foot. But if he took it with his first time, he would have given himself more opportunity to score. Then Rashford, of course, had his header right at the end of the game. Free header, should have scored because he got this whole game goal to aim at, and he heads it straight at Leno. But that's why we weren't good enough. We had 4 big chances, 3 I would say clear cut, and we didn't take them. Arsenal had 2 clear cut chances, I would say, Lacazette and the penalty, but they scored 2 goals. Obviously, one from Xhaka and one being the penalty. And it is what it is. Arsenal in the driving seat for top 4. I would put them ahead of Spurs in terms of favourites. I know Spurs, how much points are you behind Spurs? 1. 1 point behind Spurs. I said they've got to go away to Man City, away to Liverpool. And Arsenal don't have those games. So Arsenal, for me, out of all the 4 teams now in the race, Arsenal, for me, are the favourites for top 4. I think they will get it. But I also think Man United will get it. I think Spurs will drop out. I honestly think Spurs will drop out. And Chelsea, I'm not convinced by Chelsea. They're still not playing well. They're just not playing good enough. So that's me done.